I lead a mighty minority side. We're just 87. Our strength is in the content of our debate. Our strength is in how we research and bring core issues to the table to create relevance. So that is who I'm supposed to be.
Right.
And in the process, sometimes when they are in the room, in the chamber, and they have their numbers shouting and intimidating you, of course, I understand sometimes people may understand why is Afenyo being abrasive?
Right.
Well, it comes when it has to come.
Okay.
But it's part of it. Now, for Agaga, I wish him well. We entered parliament together. A nice gentleman. I've started watching his videos, paying close attention to his advocacy, his style, his approach. We've done some compilation since the announcement came to study him, so that I can know how to manage the relationship. It's one of courtesy, one of ensuring there's consensus. One thing that many people don't know about the work we do in Parliament is that largely we build consensus. But I would say over 90% of the issues, because you see, we have been in power before. We are not there to oppose everything. We have our policy coordinating team led by my respected colleague Kojo, and everything we do must align with the flag bearer's vision, which would have to do with our thinking. We are center right,
Right.
you know, in terms of ideology, philosophy. And there may be things that they may introduce that we fundamentally may not disagree, except that we want to dot certain I's and put in some comments. So for those ones at the committee level, we agree that, look, in principle, we are not opposed, but these are the question marks, like the Cocoa Board bill. In principle, we are not against it, but we wanted, or we want certain things done to perfect it, to align with our view. Those are things that obviously he, as a majority leader, once we are able to work at it and build a consensus behind closed doors, we come to the floor and then we just tidy it up. If you come to tribunal, for instance, we are 100% opposed to it. We think that it creates a parallel system to compete with the justice system. Two, we also believe that the tribunal system is targeted at political opponents, that is us, because they are not having their way clear with the mainstream justice system. You realize that even the automated case assigning system, the computerized system, they've collapsed it because they want to physically hold a process and give to a particular judge. That is what the NDC is doing. They want particular judges to handle certain cases. So even that, they still are struggling because, you see, despite their attempt to control the judiciary, I can say that there are some judges who are also hitting them back and say, no, we can't. You know, we can't be public with specifics, but there are judges who are still fighting back that no, this thing, it may haunt us someday. So they are struggling. That is why they quickly introduce this tribunal thing. We are opposed and we are not going to support it, and we would maintain our position that the tribunal system would further affect our democracy. We don't need it, because if you look at it, it's a very dangerous piece of legislation. So back to the original question you posed. With all of these, we would oppose when we have to oppose, be constructive in that position, and agree where we have to agree to build consensus. And I believe that after I've studied Mr. Agaga for all this period, of his advocacy on the floor, I would be able to fashion out exactly.
So you're not done watching the videos yet?
Oh, it's not a one-day thing. Okay. It's a whole research. Right. You know, this work, I want to leave the seat one day, someday, at the point that I'm leaving, I want to be clear on my mind that by the grace of God, I made my impact.
Okay.
If I refer to J.H. Mensah as a leader I look up to because of the work he did, if I see Che Mensah Bonsu, who was our leader for over 20 years, he served chief whip, he became a deputy leader, and then as a leader bona fide for over 15 years, 8 years minority leader in parliament, and then 7 years, 3 months as a majority leader. If I look at his work, the impact he made, I am compelled by those, industry of theirs to also leave an impact. So studying my opposite man is part of it,
right?
So that in the end, NPP's posture in parliament, led by me with my 4 other colleagues at the front bench, will be impactful. In the end, it is that impact that would let those sitting on the fence, that would let those who are, non-political, at least give us that nod and say, look, let's give NPP the chance.
Okay.
Basically, the aim is to turn the minority into a majority come 2028, and that would be a very fulfilling dream. That if J.H. Mensah 61 became 102,
right,
then the Afenyo Markins led 87, by the grace of God, can also become some 140 minimum, or even some 169.
Okay.
So we're working towards that.
All right.
We pray.
All right.
And then obviously our flag bearer becomes the president.
Okay. I mean, when listening to you tell me about all the things you've been doing so far in preparing for, in preparing to face up to your new challenge. You are talking as in your other competition on the other side. I'm not surprised at all, because I know you're very thorough in the job that you do. And to be honest, I think that the NPP has been very lucky to have you at this point as their minority leader. So kudos to you. Now, would you miss Ayariga?
Oh, I will miss him.
Why?
I miss him. He has his strengths. He has things that I like about him. He's an affable, easygoing character. One of the things, at least for the short, brief period we worked together, do I call it brief? 1.5 years. Yeah. It's not too brief. It's enough time. Ayariga will not hide his feelings. At least, I could easily predict him on what he likes and what he doesn't like. And he doesn't hold grudges. That is one strength I will miss. Because, you see, when you are working with somebody and he harbors animosity or he keeps things personal, it becomes emotional and becomes petty and it's difficult. What I found in him was a gentleman who would express his views. If he's not happy with you, he will call and say, leader, this one, I'm not happy with you.
He doesn't pretend?
No. I mean, he will tell me, and I'll say, oh, bro, then I'm sorry. Me too, I'm having a difficult time behind me.
Yeah.
There were times that he would surprise me. There were times that I also sprung surprises on him. And I don't think, no politician likes surprises.
Yeah.
So, but in the end, you are leading a side, okay? Right. You have a party interest to defend. But all in all, I think we've worked well, and I wish him well in his new portfolio as he gets along.
Okay. You were one of the key architects of the demonstrations that happened just a few days ago. You call it Democracy Under Attack, a demonstration. It's been almost 72 hours since that demonstration. When you look back, the number of people who came there, the placards that you were brandishing, and all of the things that you did, do you think it was really worth it?
It was. It was worth it. And it is still relevant, very important that we express our distastes, our apprehension in the manner that we did. I mean, in a very civilized way. We're very civil. Our members comported themselves. The police had less work to do. We cooperated with them and we raised our issues. We were not abusive. I mean, I didn't see any leader abusing members of government or even the president. We were clear on our minds what we wanted to convey. One, this issue of macho. Right now in Ghana, every now and then, chino. Bibieni a chino. It's not good. Yoko is doing a lot. I mean, sometimes people even just think about the political arrests. But businessmen, I mean, I play golf at Achimota and at Bok. Every now and then, you see a businessman complaining in one way or the other. It's as if in Ghana, the NDC as a party envies world creation, or businessmen are also under attack. They can't complain, but that is the truth. I meet a lot of businessmen on the golf course, and they will tell you, hey, their account has either been frozen or someone has invited them to Yoko and asking them to prove how they got their wealth, how they came by their capital, what the shares you are holding in this, how did you come by it. These are wrong. So when we say democracy is under attack, we are looking at the entire governance architecture as we have it today. Reset does not mean go under attack and envy success. What the NDC is doing is very petty. Being envious of success, seeing every successful person a questionable character, whereas they themselves are also chasing after business. Whereas they themselves have some businessmen amongst them who are also doing well. So it's like destroy others and promote yours. It doesn't work that way. The jailing of Wontumi, there are a lot of mischief in the air. I did not even understand the Wontumi case until I read the judgment. I've read the Wontumi judgment 3 times. I want to be sure when I'm discussing this in public. So I deliberately read it thrice to understand what the case was all about. If you ask any ordinary Ghanaian, the spin out there is that Wontumi went to do Galamsey and he's been jailed. That is the spin. Yesterday I watched an interview by Mr. Stadium Katia, a national chairman. And in that interview, in Kumasi, this point basically was that Wontumi was engaged in Galamsey and he's been jailed. So even NPP this is what the national chairman of the ruling government, the ruling party, has put out there. So it's like distance yourself from Wontumi. But that is not the case. Wontumi has a lease from Minerals Commission. And what took him to court is that on his own lease, some people came to do illegal mining on it. The court did not find an agreement between Wontumi and those people. Neither did the court say that Wontumi authorized them. What the court basically said was that, he should have been able to stop them, or that what they call assignment of his rights and all of that. Meanwhile, there is no such agreement to it. The court is basically talking about circumstantial evidence. So there's no proof. And the young man is in jail 20 years. You may not like Woon to me, but find fault from his wrongdoing and punish him for it. But say, oh, or kasabasa. If or kasabasa, who sue no for defamation, but won't fahun kase, wako kase tiyo peni binti, ukofa galamsi unwe jailin. So I'm saying it here that.
But that's not what the judges said.
I'm saying that in the judgment. The judge didn't say Woon to me was involved in galamsi.
That's also true.
Two, in the charge sheet, nowhere in the charge sheet did the state say that Woon to me was being prosecuted for engaging in galamsey.
Right.
But out there, the story is that Woon to me koye galamsey and into the jailino. Our system is so unfair. If you are not lucky to get somebody to speak for you, you will be in jail. And I'm saying that that is the mischief the NDC is engaged in. As we speak, the court is on vacation. But why did the Chief Justice say that the political cases, he is assigning judges to sit on it on vacation? It has never happened before. And they want to rush justice and in the process prove a point. It is not governance. You see, on the day of demonstration, I reminded my colleagues in NDC, and I'll repeat it here on your platform. Sometimes this power, when we get it, we think as though it would be there forever. It happens. Every politician, when he takes power. If you read our history from 92, don't take it far. Anytime a political party gets power, the first impression is that we will stay in power forever. I remember back in the days in 2001, how NDC was booted out of office. The talk in town was that NDC
It was J.H. Mensah who said.
Oh, you know when we NDC
30 years. He said NDC will be in opposition for 30 years.
First 4 years, 2004 elections, we were shocked when NDC reclaimed some of their seats we took away from them. Ashama. NPP won Ashama in 2000 election. We won that Dekotopon. Even in the Bono areas, they took back some seats that we thought we had gotten for good. Ojojojo, they took it back in Accra. All right? And by 2008, they have gathered momentum, such that in spite of all the successes in Kufuor's rule, they snatched power. Then they also thought that, oh, MPP, look at how they struggled in 2012. They had to literally rig the elections, where voting machines were deliberately stopped because they realized that they were not going to win. So they postponed the election. We know all the machinations in the 2012. Even in spite of all that, the figures could not add up. Where pink sheets were manufactured and all strange pink sheets, collation, even some of the figures, they were in a rush. They managed to rig and the presiding officers did not sign. And we took it to court. 4 years. They thought the victory in 2008 was forgone. Conclusion, oh, it was a walk in the park in 2012. 2012, I can tell you, I was a candidate. NDC was deliberate about it rigging. They struggled. But Akufo-Addo, a man of peace, accepted the verdict of the court. 5-4. All right? 5-4. You read the judgment, you could see that the court, the majority took a policy decision and then they said just for stability, let it go. But there were real issues. So we also got it in 2016, 169 seats We thought, oh, it was El Dorado. It's over. We had a shock in 2020 where, Central Region, our seats were just falling. Greater Accra, seats were just falling. We're just losing the seats in just 4 years. Then became 137, 137. We struggled in Akufo-Addo's second term. It was the grace of God that took Akufo-Addo through the second term. So it's a warning sign to our friends in government today. They should stop the intimidation. They should stop the bullying. Look, we hear of malfeasance, procurement breaches, we hear of corruption in various state agencies. It's coming out, one after the other. Look at the losses at the gold board. It's not us who are complaining, it is IMF. Now there is a theft war between BOG and gold board. I see Bank of Ghana trying to protect itself. So you see, the governor has been faced criminal charges before. So I suspect that he's being careful that, hey, I was in the cooler alone. Let me do the right thing. Whereas gold board also wants to be all over the place, showing, proving a point and all of that. IMF has given strong warnings. Now the losses at gold board, the 9.6 billion, that was as of December. Now, to the extent, let me tease out this. To the extent that the governor has admitted that there were some things to be straightened, thereby exiting the financing of the project, the program in itself should raise questions. IMF has stated the losses. So these are all major concerns. They would justify by saying that there's always an economic cost or a cost to implementing an economic policy.
Opportunity cost.
Right. That would be their justification. Somebody who wants to do mischief can also say that is causing financial loss to the state. I will continue to plead with my colleagues. They should be careful. Yes, they may have some pain. I won't take it away from them. They may have problems that Akufo-Addo 8 years, there was this against them or that. But can we end this at some point as political leaders?
You've been consistent about this call.
Can we end this at some point? Because if we don't end it at some point, bro, Abaumia comes to office tomorrow. I may be a moderate. I may be sitting at the table and saying to His Excellency that, sir, I think let's manage this. Baumia himself, by his posture, is not vindictive. He's not the type of person who would dedicate or use his energies to go after his opponent. But in governance, it's not a one-man rule. It's an ecosystem of the collective. He may, as a person, not want that. But when you get to a tipping point and you push your opponent to a point where they say, no, we must also get our pound of flesh, you make it difficult for Dr. Baumia as president or others like me who may say that, look, let's be measured. So it's a humble plea. They can say all they want to say. I am saying that let there be accountability, but let the accountability have a human face. Why would Iyoko say bring 50 million worth of property before you get your bill? Why would you try to embarrass and disgrace somebody like Miracles Abuaji? Create an impression that he has so much in his bank account when you know it's a lie. The man has been around. He travels, he comes. Miracles comes at the airport. You can just invite him. He would come. Why carry Iyoko officials to just operatives to arrest him? Our national security couple, Edubuahin, this young man committed his life serving our country. We all know what goes into national security. Why subject him to such an ordeal, he and his wife? You create an impression out there that Edu Boahin is a thief, an intelligence officer who has worked day and night. I came close to understanding the operations as a majority leader. It's not easy to manage a national security apparatus. It's not easy. What they do to keep the peace and to give us a safe Accra, we wake up driving as if nothing has happened. Don't go after them. It is wrong.
Okay.
All right? These are things that they are doing. And you also have a national security. You know, there are individuals in charge who may be taking decisions for the state.
Okay.
How would you feel if tomorrow, I beg you, let me land on this.
Okay, because of time.
How would you feel if tomorrow somebody now targets them? If you don't understand something, yes, you can do the politics. But I will plead with our friends in government. Again, I will plead with them. You say reset, no problem. Do your reset. Accountability, yes. If somebody has done something, pursue the person, no problem. But do it with a human face.
Okay.
Let the justice machinery work in a manner that everybody will see it as being fair.
Okay.
Galamsey has worsened. Things have gone bad. It's not the opposition saying it. It is organized labor. It is the religious bodies who are saying it. It's not NPP. They have their independent research mechanism that is pointing to that. And let me land on this gold board issue. I want to say something to our brother Sammy Jemfi. Sammy, NPP, nobody hates you. Abno Sayasare doesn't hate you. I don't hate you. We want the best for you. Some of the people you think are your friends today, that you deploy to attack us merely for questioning certain actions at Gold Board, may not be there for you tomorrow. So take it easy. When we raise issues, take your time and respond. Don't come and attack us. Don't engage others to attack us because we've criticized Gold Board. You were very loud, Sammy, when you were in opposition. You raised critical issues. You were the loudest in opposition. And I'm sure you should have a certain level of tolerance to even listen to the issues we raise, because most of the issues you raise are issues that have been reported by the IMF, by institutions that are credible. So we are not after your person. We are after the excesses in the activities at your institution. So please, don't take it personal. Let's work together. Let's understand the issues. When we raise them, take note. Because one day, some of these things may come back and haunt you, and maybe a media person that is supporting you today may not be there for you tomorrow. So let's understand each other and show our collective mutual respect. You see, I would do. Another thing, our friends in NDC have become so intolerant. When you raise any issue, then they become personal, attack you, insult you, engage some bloggers, engage some pseudo, whatever on social media, to now go very personal. They are so intolerant. They don't want to hear criticism. But things are going wrong. A lot of malfeasance, a lot of wrongdoing. It's our duty to discuss, to raise them. Theirs is to listen and adjust and get it done right. It will save them themselves tomorrow, like my brother Sammy Jemfi's issue I'm raising. It will save him tomorrow.
All right.
So they should get it and stop attacking. As I watched a clip, somebody attacking Honorable Abno Sayasare. I was so sad. Just because she has raised issues about Gold Board. Kojo Ponkroma also raised issues about Gold Board, and there was personal attack on him. Sami himself went on social media calling the minority names. Anyway, who continue to raise the issues? All right, so I pray that they will listen to us.
We just have 2 minutes to call it a day. But let me see if we can do this in just 2 minutes. I know the thing about politicians is that they always want more time. Unfortunately, we don't have all day. But you made a very important call, and the call is to end retributive politics, which is you do me, I do you. It's been like that from time immemorial. There are some who are saying that, look, you had a very fine opportunity when you got to Flagstaff House. I said it was a Flagstaff, got to Jubilee House, when you had that petition before you, when you're presenting it before the recipient of that petition. You had a fine opportunity perhaps to have made that point very clear, which is that, look, we're here to do two things, which is to raise concerns about the way democracy is being done, but also, more importantly, to let you today who are in power know that we are sick and tired of this I do me, you do me politics, because it's not going to take us anywhere. And that you are not happy for the future. You know, you're scared for the future. But instead of doing that, Honorable, you rather took issues with the person who's receiving the thing on behalf of the president. Why did you find that the most important thing to say on that day? And what exactly were your concerns with Nana Yaa-Adyantwa receiving the petition for and on behalf of the president? Why do you think that there was an issue there? And if you can do it in just 2 minutes before we end
I
this.
would, if you can plead with your producer,
Okay, to play the
give
tape.
you 5 minutes.
Okay.
Play the tape. Listen, I'm human, eh? I can make mistakes, and I do make mistakes, but I am very deliberate in my choice of words when I have the opportunity to speak for and on behalf of the party. I'm mindful of my responsibility. But you know, my friends in NDC, they can do their mischief and get people to believe in their mischief. Please play the tape. Let's play.
Right, let's watch
it.
Let's watch this.
My words, the language. Let's watch it.
Okay. It's been prepared. The tape is
Yes,
prepared.
let's watch it. I don't go personal. They're very concerned about why the demonstration was what was articulated. All right? There was no attack on anybody, but a friend of mine, over the weekend, I won't mention his name, he engaged me in a chat, and I said, but why are you guys doing this? He said, leader, but you guys, your demonstration was successful, and we wanted to kill it. So the strategy was to use Nana Yaa-Adyantwa to kill the success. Off camera, I will show you.
He's an NDC person.
Yes, a very senior member. Part of the communication machinery. He himself was out there attacking me. So I just sent him a message that, why are you so hyper? I just sent him that message. Bro, why are you so hyper? What is it? He said, you guys had a very successful demonstration, so we needed to kill it. So I said, so all the things you were spinning out there, I say, but what else should they do? It's part of political communication, and I don't hold it against them. A government is in a tight corner. It needs to get out of that corner. One of the things to do is to look for a way out. So now they put words in your mouth. They use words that you've never even used. And when they are asked for evidence, they run away from it. And it's like, let them stay on that communication line. I think it's something that we NPP must also learn, and learn well. How to be very consistent and stay on a message. I think I should say on a lighter note that I admire the NDC for that, because they invest so much in communication, and even when it's a difficult situation, they find a way, pick on one thing and spin. You get what I mean? So I think it's a style we have to also learn well. You know, so get your
right, is the tape ready? Okay,
get
we're
production
also working to play the tape.
Get production.
What exactly was the concern?
It's very important that we close this thing, and then when this is played, you will see the full mischief, and you'll be shocked.
Okay.
Full mischief, and they acted as if they didn't know, and they got people to spin it. But it will not take away the issues. Okay? It will not take away the issues. A government that is claiming that inflation is down, macroeconomic variables are all stable and very positive. Yet there are no jobs. They promise 1 job, 3 shifts. They promise 24-hour economy.
Is the tape ready now?
Meanwhile,
sorry, I want to.
They don't have incentives.
The tape is ready. Okay, let's watch this.
Okay, sure.
We can come.
As is expected, the chief of staff or the deputy or a very senior member of government, under the circumstance, should have been part of this discourse and to lead it. We feel that, with great respect to you and without prejudice to your presence, to nominate only you to come amount to disrespecting us as a political party. I'm the leader of the party in parliament. You have the general secretary of the party here. You have the chief of staff of the flag bearer. We have the chairman of the Constitutional Affairs Committee of the party. Members of parliament and the leadership of parliament are all here. But to disrespect our democracy by only nominating you to come, like I said, with great deference to you, it doesn't match it. So it means that the government does not even take serious the grave issues before us.
All right.
So I will do. Now answer. You answer.
You think your critics have been unfair to you?
No, I will do. At this point, be the judge. I don't have to speak for myself. In your very objective state, what you just played, only you were saying at least some officials should have joined you. I wasn't saying that she does not qualify. Do you get what I mean? I said to nominate only you. Only you. Only you. And I underscored it by saying that with great deference, great respect, I repeated deference and respect to you. At the tail end, in the beginning, gentlemen, I'm not perfect, but I am also equally aware of my environment. I don't go out to be attacking or, disrespecting people. In parliament, if it is heated, I need to also heat up to back my side. That's a different matter. In a discourse like that, watch my tape. I spoke at Yoko. I addressed the party, even addressing a child crowd. I was measured in my language. Nowhere was any attack on a particular person in government or on government. Do you get what I mean? After the whole exercise, I again addressed the crowd. All those tapes are there. And I was rather talking about our own party, that unity, hard work, power. I said unity plus hard work is equal to power. Consistently, I've been talking about our own internal matter that as a party, we should love one another. As a party, let's be collective. Our unity, our strength will come in our unity. And with that unity and that hard work, Dr. Bawumia's victory will be a walk on the park. This is my message. But when you have NDC communication machinery that wants to get out of trouble, they would then have to find something to spin and mislead even respected journalists into believing that what they are saying is the truth. All right?
Nevertheless, Alex, Nana Janto, yes, I've heard it. I watched the tape. Nana Janto is not happy.
Oh, I won't respond
Because
to her.
she was there and she says she feels that
No.
you're suggesting she's not
No,
adequate.
no. Don't let us go there. I'm saying I've responded by.
I will do. She's going to petition Parliament.
I will do. It's
She
part of
says
the.
she's old enough to birth you
Do you want to go into that?
and all of that. How do we resolve this?
No, I don't want to get into that.
You won't apologize.
I've said that.
You won't apologize
Oh,
to her?
please. With respect.
Okay.
I think that.
She wants an apology.
I think that they had.
Nanaya wants an apology.
I think that they had their own spinning machinery. They wanted to spin something.
But why
to
would
take away.
why would Nanaya want to spin?
I think that they wanted to take away the shine from the day that a peaceful demonstration, issues well articulated, massive turnout. You know, they tried all manner of spin, including using GTV with some fake news. Remember, a day before, GTV of all published that the demonstration was not coming on, and later when we protested, GTV had to set the record straight. That was all part of the strategy to disorganize us. That failed. On the day in question, we spoke to our members, told them that, look, cooperate with police. There was no single incident. And let me commend the organizational committee led by Cabo and my good friend Anabi for their industry, hard work. Cabo, kudos to you. Well done, Anabi. Well done. The entire team, they coordinated well. The police did not have anything to worry about. We finished, we dispersed. So now as a government, the only way out was to now manufacture something out of nothing.
Okay.
And that's to me what they did.
All right.
I'm not going to respond to them.
When you won't say sorry
No,
to Nanaya agenda.
I'm saying I'm not going to respond to the agenda.
Okay.
I'm old enough in this game to understand this game.
Okay.
And sometimes when somebody wants to push you into a particular narrative, you don't go there. You have your issues. And again, it's something I want to share with my colleagues in NPP. Beware of NDC propaganda. Always stay on your message. Stay on course. Don't allow them to divert your attention. When you are supposed to deal with an issue, deal with it.
Okay.
Don't worry sharing their videos and their stories, because it's all part of the strategy.
All right.
And I will not fall for that.
Okay. But
I will stay on course.
Nanaya is hurt.
I will stay on course.
She's very hurt.
I will stay on course.
She says she deserves an apology.
I will stay on course
Thank
and
you very
address
much.
the issues.
Thank you very much.
And let the world know the truth
All right.
when we are dealing with them.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.